What's up? What's up? What's going on, guys? Welcome in. We are going to do round two, but we are gonna first go eavesdrop on Walking Hate, because Walking Hate is currently trying to do the last node, which I failed on, by the way, and I'm curious to see what he does. So we'll go hang out with him for just a second, and then we're gonna get rolling. Um, Let me find Streamlabs, and we're gonna wrap on over here to Twitch. And let's just go see what he's doing. I know he's already sacked it twice, and I'm just curious to see how it goes. I don't think he's making it. Kind of said how I got as far as I could, which was using Brimstone to try and get through that last node with packs on. But where is he? I'm gonna mute his stream though, because we are not gonna listen to all the music because I don't have all the protections and things going on, and I'm still putting stuff on YouTube. So it is what it is. But let's see what he does. Um, So right now he's on Brimstone. He's already sacked it twice. I think he's screwed, is what I think. But I don't know that for sure. I tried doing this opposite. I tried doing this with Brimstone Blastar sack into Insidious, and I got stuck. I ended up in a situation where Sus was alive and Liberty was alive, and bad things happened. Sus took 25 turns, and it was over. He's trying to AoE them and stuff, and I don't know if he's going to get it done. He needs Blastar to blast off. But Blastar's so far from his turn. You kept 2 packs off, flipping and dying clears. I'm about 100. I don't know where I am actually. We'll look at that when we go back in game. I did max packs, everything on except for this node. And I was like 15 at the time. I'm sure I'm not now. I was like 50 when I looked the next day, so I'm sure I'm lower than that. Um, but yeah, everything he's doing looks like it's just death. So I don't know if it's even possible. We're kind of watching. Let's see what this chat's saying. I wish I could just turn on his voice without turning on all the tunes, but it's all good. Yeah, it's looking like death. And the only way I even got close on this, I did Brimstone 3, Vulture, and Blastar. I used Vulture to slow and flip people so I could go get some people to go faster, but he's already sacked Vulture, so that's off the table. And then I came in and then I blast off, and I think on my Damon's second turn he was able to ult, and then I was able to kill people at that point, and then we got speed bar and went to town. But my problem was that I ran out of steam when Sus was on the field, and so my secondary attack, which was Insidious, ended up being just dead. All right, well he's just talking now, so I guess we're done. We'll just kind of pause that. Let's go back in game. I'll see where we're at. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Also, I figured out. I know there's other people asking about that last node for the blue marble trial. I did figure out where it said in game if the war modes are active or not active. So I'm certain it's not. Oh, it's in here, right? There's no way. Okay, am I really still 108? That's crazy. I'm 108 and I didn't clear the node. That's crazy. 108 and max packs only clearing everything but the last node left me there. Sure, I'll take it. I can't believe I'm gonna get this portrait for doing nothing. I mean, it was still a lot of work, but kind of crazy. Also, I'll show you where I saw that, just so you guys can see it too. So we went in here, and someone pointed out that up at the where it says Mission 8, Mission Type War, that's where it says the mode. So now it matches the blog and what it says, and this one has none of that. So Mission 10 has no buffs, no trait or mode buffs. So that's good to know. So that's super cool. We did win round one, by the way, guys. So that was awesome. We won round one. We got the win against who did we go against? Xanados. Xanados. It was very close. We both dropped one, and I won beat off count of a prayer. Well, I wouldn't say that because he had tough matches too, and he kind of had some luck in his side. I had some luck in my side. Both of us were struggling to make it happen. This was great. We ended up pulling a character out to put Echo in because we used the character out other places. This was an easy one shot, nice and easy. Night Stalkers versus Night Stalkers. This was F4 versus Illuminati Mephisto. What was this? This was my toughest matchup, and I screwed this one up. I could have one shot this. I was scared. I needed another character, and I wasn't sure I wanted to get it done. Yeah, so Trezzo. There's a 25 million blue Marvel on there. I'm worried that everyone's talking about all the other nodes and what you bring. I don't think you care. I think you are all in on trying to kill that blue Marvel, and I think your team has to reflect that. And I don't know what that is yet, because blue Marvel counters everything that he does. He's like walled out on everything. He degens his buffs, he heals, he barriers himself, so you can't even take like an attrition team in there, right? It just Blue Marvel does Blue Marvel things. He's gonna kill your team. The only thing he doesn't do is he doesn't AoE your team. He's pretty isolated on the damage. I'm nervous that there's what people take in because people are talking about taking Zombie Witch in there. There's no way Zombie Witch is useful on the last node. Yes, she's useful on the war nodes, but you're not gonna do that. You're gonna take Elza. You're 118, so you're slightly below me with 2 packs off, and you cleared everything. You can't, and I'll tell you why here in just a second. So let's get back out of this. I'll share why you can't take Mephisto. Um, Blue Marvel. Blue Marvel in his passive, when enemy kills or an ally or on defense, when an enemy becomes empowered, attack that enemy for 160% piercing. But it also gets 140% piercing. So he's gonna have 300% piercing when you empower Mephisto, which means Mephisto's not packing. Mephisto's dead. So Mephisto's off the table. Odin's also off the table, and I forget what was the reason. Oh, it's charged. Where's the chargeable mechanic? It's in here. If any enemy has charged, fill speed bar by 50%. You don't think it one shots Mephisto, Kevin? Interesting. I 100% thought it one shots Mephisto with the size that they made that blue Marvel. Can we see his damage online? Because if Mephisto doesn't get one shot, we absolutely do that. Stat tables? No, not stat tables. Raid and event maps. It's just 8, isn't it? No. Oh, target blue Marvel. That's it. Oh, is it on spawn? On spawn. Oh, yep, you're right. So Odin might work. Okay. I still don't think Odin's great though, because blue Marvel's just gonna still hit like a truck. Okay, we can see his stats. Oh, he's not near as scary as I thought he was gonna be. So they just gave him a bajillion health. They didn't give him a ton of damage or armor. He's got normal damage and armor. Oh, we can see his abilities too. Oh, he gave us passive level 1. Oh, that's so different. Don't freak out, guys. So he's not even going to have this part of this effect. So debuffs can land on him, and they don't get degened. They gave him level 1 passive. That is such a different outcome. So now you can heal block him and be fine. Mephisto probably also doesn't get one shot because it's 140% instead of 300%. That probably is fine. I'm way less worried about that node now. Yeah, because level 1 passive, that's so much less to deal with. He also means he's not getting the drain. He's not getting the on-turn barrier. He's getting this. He on-turn damage and healing, on-turn gains speed and armor. He gets none of the healing effects. He just gets the on-spawn barrier. Oh no, that's max barrier. It's not even on-spawn barrier. So he has none of the healing. So he has no healing now. This is cakewalk. You just send teams in here until you win. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Trezzo. Because it looked like he had healing on everything he did, and he was going to, and he degen buffs. So like it looked like he was unkillable. That's what I was looking at. Because I thought he was gonna have this. I thought this was like the gonna be impossible. Reducing the negative effects and healing, on top of getting 25% drain, on top of going faster and doing ridiculous damage. Like I thought he was just gonna murder us, but they just gave him a bajillion health. It seems fine. Maybe it takes us a few teams worth to get in there. In which case, I don't think any of this is hard. Because I don't think the war nodes don't look that hard. They just look like they're meant for the teams. So should be fine. And I think even the fifth character doesn't matter that much in the grand scheme. Like global fifth, you can take whoever you want. Same thing with cosmic fifth. Cosmic fifth, you probably can take whoever you want. City fifth, you're probably screwed. So let's jump into Crucible. I haven't really looked at it that much. Actually, I haven't looked at it at all. We know we won. We got the dub against Hotsauce, or not against Hotsauce, but Xanados. So again, F4 Mephisto went great. We put an Echo. We were gonna take Null initially, but it didn't work out. We ended up having a better solution. This was great. Not enough Night Stalker members, so I got to take. I didn't have to worry about all the other stuff. I just blocked them and went. I didn't even have to bring something to get off man thing. This was a screw up. I could have beat this. I had to not bring Pav because I was already 5 stacked at that point. I needed to bring Iron Patriot. If I brought Iron Patriot, I one shot this. So that was a mistake. I overthought this node. And in which case I didn't need the Immortal team. But they had no slot anyway, so it's fine. This was my cook to get out of this and got lucky. Worked out very well. Highly recommend it if you have these characters available. This was the King Sheets cook that worked out real great that he did the other week. Definitely would do that again. And then we one-shot G19 characters here. So overall, it turned out very clean. So we were happy with that. This guy got this was kind of scary for him. His Xavier didn't get targeted, and he barely won this matchup. He won by the summon. He took his Accursed into my Jammers, which is fine. He took his Immortal into my Hodgepodge team. Pretty good. He double tapped this. I was surprised that this worked out, but I guess no abilities make sense. This was super messy. I don't agree with the choices that were made here, but all good. He didn't ult with Dame on turn 1. He basicked to stack Blastar and took 500 turns, which definitely hurt him on the win. This was just fast characters with Old Man Logan. I did change this room a little bit. We now have Doom in there in addition to my team, which may hurt me this round, but we'll see. I decided that we were going to take Lady Deathstrike back to offense. So, overall, both of us dropped one room. I shouldn't have dropped one room. What was his one? Oh, his one drop was a sack, which means we would have won just off that. Which made me think I was pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. Hotsauce, we lost to last week, round 1. He was running this room, and I couldn't clear it. We are going to try to clear it today, and it could get interesting. Now, he does have a G19 Mephisto. So, what I'm thinking is we're going to Daemon one-shot it with Null, is my plan. May regret it. That's the plan, though, guys. It's going to be like Strange, and I don't know if we're taking... I think we can take offense up against Xavier. I have to double check that. I always forget It's either offense up or defense down's not allowed. I think it's offense up's allowed though. I think. I might be wrong. What else do we have to have? I don't know. No OP10 Mephisto. I don't think I'll have a one shot for the Mephisto. One thing he has is health. Yes, he does have health. Um, if Mephisto wasn't OP10, I wouldn't be trying to one shot him. I can tell you that right now. I would probably be trying to take something like F4 into him, I think. If I wasn't trying, because that was kind of my original plan, was something along that line. Is like F4, kill as much as you can, and then come in and clean it up. At least kill Mephisto. Oh yeah, I didn't even see the OP10 Phoenix. Phoenix is definitely dying. I'm not scared of her at all, so she'll definitely die, and that should kind of kill a lot of this room. So that's what we're gonna try to do. Um, I've seen a cursed beat this room, Trezzo. I've also seen people use, I think it's some F4 variants into this room. I've also seen people use Xavier's into this room. Like none of them are. I think F4 with the right pieces is probably one of the better cleans, but it's not perfect. Okay, so someone else is doing Hella in this room, but these are super OP9 characters or OP10 characters, so we kind of this guy must be on the smaller side. Interesting. Interesting. Everybody dropped a room. Dropped a room, dropped a room. He dropped 2 rooms. It's interesting that we were so close to each other and everybody else dropped like crazy. Is everyone just turbo defense? What's going on, Cookies? I think my entire bracket copied your rooms, by the way. They all decided they were just gonna not have be able to clear today. Nah. Your opponent only got 31k. You're so not nice. Too much offense here. Oh, by the way, Cookies, we went and found the Blue Marvel information on the website. He's got just health. I think I still have it open. Here's your Blue Marvel. He's got level 1 passive. He's got a bajillion health and normal stats. They're giving him 490,000% health. Actually, they nerfed his damage a little bit. They gave him some extra resist and damage reduction. So he is just a meat sponge. So that shouldn't be that bad. We were freaking out about it yesterday. I don't think Node 10 is going to be as bad as you think. He basically gets no healing. He doesn't have the charge mechanic slash degen buffs. He doesn't have drain. He doesn't have any of that stuff. So should be a reasonable character to beat. So I think you're going to be pretty open as long as you take 4 pieces of the teams that you're supposed to take. I think you're fine. It sure looked like it was gonna be, but no, they didn't do that to us. I think people would have absolutely lost their mind if they did that. We're gonna do the Odin team again here. That worked out really well. Yeah, kill shot. We were just talking about that. We can't do it right now, can we? It's in the pending mode. Yeah, it's still in preview. We can't actually do it. But I think it's going to be pretty simple. I mean, it looks like that mode's going to be very straightforward, and I kind of agree with you, Cookies. If you no longer need the full Brimstone team to deal with some of that stuff, the only exception might be that Black Knight node. It might feel infinitely better just taking Elza so that you can not have to pound your head into Black Knights. Yeah, I think you could take Odin. Odin probably is fine because Odin's going to take normal damage. and Odin's just gonna keep swiping. Yeah, but we think that since it's on spawn, Kevin brought up a good point. Since it's on spawn, it shouldn't stop Odin because Odin's not on spawn. We believe, but he doesn't have it on spawn on defense. If any enemy has charged, fill speed bar by 50%. Well, Odin doesn't have charged initially; he's just chargeable. Yeah, Kev's usually right. So that should be fine. And he's not going to have this tactical nuke on Mephisto, so Mephisto's also probably on the table. He's going to have normal nuke on Mephisto, or basic nuke on Mephisto, because he's going to only do 140%, so or 160%. So Mephisto's probably on the table. He's not tactical nuking him. And it looks like he's not going to have on-turn healing because that's level 2, and he's not going to have on-turn barrier. So they made this guy just a bullet sponge. Pick your poison. I don't even think it matters. Yeah, we were. I mean, the note still has stuff on it, but what we were concerned about is impossible to kill this guy. Like, how do you kill somebody that just infinitely heals and degens everything and heals even more when you put debuffs on him? But it looks like none of that happens because we thought that he was going to have all of this, and he doesn't. He just got this. Because I thought it was just going to be, oh, you keep throwing your teams at it until there's no one left, and then you deal with Blue Marvel at the very end, which is probably still how it plays out, but it's now not going to be Blue Marvel kills you on turn 2. uh, so, I think we are definitely on the Daemon one-shot plan here. Daemon one-shot with Null. This can be Night Stalker, sure, or something, or Immortal. How about Immortal? Immortal can go here or something. Blastar and friends. Do we know? Oh, yeah, exactly. I'm not saying Blue Marvel's just going to be a pushover. I'm just saying that he's now killable. Like I legitimately thought that they just put some like infinite damage and health character on the screen with that has no counter, and it's like good luck. Here, fight Sentry boss, but your team doesn't get to live. Oh. Oh, and you also can't time out the, so you have to actually end it when you want to end it, and so it's really ugly. So it looks a lot better. And that's exactly why I was waiting until we saw the notes. Like, we had no idea what we were looking at. Now we actually have information. We can actually make decisions on Purple 5 and 4. How am I beating this? Um, Also, that's kind of annoying. Oh, that's not actually Illuminati, because Britain's missing. That's just fast characters with a super scroll. That might be Immortal goes here. No, that's speed up still. Um, I want to deal with Super Scroll, but I want to deal with them the right way. You're excited to get Blue Marvel so I can break up full Star Jammers on defense and get those cleared rooms down to 3 or 2. Oh, man. Don't worry, Cookies. You'll soon have Sentry to add to that mix, too, so you can get people only killing one room. Oh, you're just gonna make people hate the game as you go deeper and deeper. And find more people that can't beat your stuff at all. That's funny. I'm sure that whoever you run into is swearing at you right now. I'm just saying. How am I beating this? What do I want to do in this? We got F4. We got Old Man Logan for things. We got to blast our friend. guess we'll start with this. What are we doing with this, the rest of this room? It's for sure these guys. Oh, let's go check Xavier. What does Xavier say? That's a good place to start. Make sure I understand the kit. What do you prevent? Taunt, speed up, defense up, slow. And he gives me offense up when I take my turn, so I don't actually need offense up. Okay. So we can take damage there for even more one shot if we want to, like APOC. And just bring another damage character, I guess. Let's just slot APOC for now. We'll just bring this guy. Who else do we bring? I got characters for days. Yo-Yo for less damage? Sure. Save. They shouldn't do well, I mean, we're going to take some damage, I guess, because we're going to get out of control pinged. But it is what it is. Yo-Yo really shouldn't do anything, in theory. I guess what's the problem here is this isn't a permakill, so we're going to make Fred super mad. Is that what's going to happen here? Do we want a speed stop? Do we want Britain? You kind of fear this weekend is the last weekend without handicap. You will see many blue marbles will be on next CC. Phoenix. Phoenix gives 50% speed to and respawns. Maybe that's not the right play. I guess Xavier does that, so it doesn't matter. Is there? Oh, Mephisto makes it so it's not permakill. Their Mephisto should stop that. I think there might be some shenanigans there. I think the top 100 will have a lot of blue marvels. I think, and then not even the top 100, top 50. We'll say top 50, because not everyone super spends in the top 100. Quite a few do. I think below that you'll see some, but it won't. It's going to be intermittent. I don't think everyone's going to have blue marvel tomorrow. I'm not going to have blue marvel or Monday. I highly doubt it. And I'm sitting right around the top 100. I think I'm 99. So there you go. I'm not going to have it. I don't think it's a guarantee. I think some of these people will. I don't believe you, Diamond Dave. uh, well, your main's also right, so you're probably right. You won't have Blue Marvel. That's the top end Crucible character or Crucible account these days, isn't it? I actually didn't look to see if also and Diamond passed each other or not. You'll have 3 Blue Marvels. There you go. Perfect. That's gonna be an expensive day for you. I want to one-shot this. I don't know who I put here. We're just gonna pretend it's 4-man team for now. That would be super disrespectful if I sent a 4-man team in that. That's kind of funny. You'll get it back. I mean, it's fun when you stream the alts, so I get it. And then, you've already put the time into it. Probably a little less interesting when you get to the main at that point. So I fully get that. It's definitely fun being on stream and just talking to people, so I totally can see why you have more time in some of those from time to time. This. Oh, Killshot got you. He wants you to stream the main. I mean, that's so close. They're all like right there. You see the same people. I don't think it makes a difference. I didn't think it made a difference even when you streamed back at like top 200 with also like you still see the same matchups. Outside of like the top 10 and someone getting like super creative, I think everybody kind of does the same stuff. I'm gonna one shot this. I'm gonna use actually, are we just committing that right now? Is there any reason I would ever want Odin in any of these matchups? I guess there's a reason I would kind of want Odin here, but I think that's a bad plan. And I can come up with a better plan. Let's just commit Odin here. Odin's gonna go here. We're using this team. Let's just move it down. That way it's here with all the other stuff. We don't need Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo's gonna do nothing. Um, it even could be Silver Sable here very easily. Because I don't think I need her either. Or Quasar. I may not even need him. Let's put Quasar here, I guess, for now. Let's just save that. Boom. Oh no! What did I just do? Team, I just threw. What did I just send my team into? Alright, well. Oh, that's annoying. I shouldn't have dropped even a single room in this Crucible. And this guy's full offense. I just lost. I'm pretty sure. That's so annoying. Not the biggest fuck up on stream. That's fair. I did do that last node or try to do that last node in Blast Star and couldn't kill it, so I'll take that. I can't believe I just did that. Oh, that's a mistake. It didn't even take it into the right team. That's the worst part. Because I would have actually tried that fight if it had any shot in the world. Um, how are we doing with speed up and this dude? Is this just F4? I want to F4 this, but I also want to F4 this. Oh, we can take Vulture, Vulture Sinister 6, Britain maybe? That's weird, but it might work. Take their speed up away. We take our speed up away too, which is kind of our problem. No, it doesn't because Britain's not there. Hmm. Oh no, the charge. The charge is the problem. Dude, can we just immortal this? I feel like. Oh, he didn't even make Maul Striker. We might be okay. What if we echo? What do we do about this? This is my problem. This is the room I gotta figure out. We're using null. If we just take Illuminati and do what we did, we don't have null this time, which is kind of a problem. He definitely helped. That team worked very good yesterday, but losing null feels like really bad. Is there characters that we can supplement to make this good enough? That's the question of the day. And we really don't even need him. Is it just an Old Man Logan comp? What about Insidious Old Man Logan? I'm fast. I get off the taunt. There's no sus to make me go dead. Seems pretty good. Why doesn't that work? Take these three. Bring in. Does Spider-Man degen, or does he need a full set of friends? Does he need 5? I know he degens taunt, but I don't know when. This ability. He needs he needs friends. Okay. Is there any reason that Full Friends doesn't work there? Old Man Logan's nice, but don't need him. They don't have permakill outside of Hobgoblin, which is kind of ugly. But we do get off the taunt, and then we can come target over here and deal with these guys. You can't rewind, which is kind of bad. It's not great. What if we blast off this room? I can definitely blast off this room. If we blast off this room, then we come over here and Insidious this room. Hero, hero, villain, villain, villain. Not super amazing, but we do get speed up because of Nightcrawler. That's the answer. We don't have a ton of perma kills, but I think Insidious just has enough damage that they just make it done. And it's fine. And then we can come in here and take in our Blastar team. So Blastar team, F4, F4 Britain, Odin team, Insidious team, Illuminati, or sorry, Immortal, Daemon one shot. Let's Daemon one shot. Good enough. So let's get to town. So now that we've properly sacked this room, let's go in here and actually beat it with our team that should work. And this might not be the right answer for this kind of stuff because of how much offense this guy's running, but I'm doing it anyways because, yes. I wish I didn't, give him a freebie, but hopefully I got enough defense that we're going to give him some trouble. Hey, King Sheet, welcome in. Welcome in to me screwing up. We are using your team again because this team's awesome. You should have seen my first attack where I accidentally sent the wrong team into the room. My first attack was great. Oh, everybody's dead. That hurts. Hold on, team. Alright, we win. Let's go. Smash. Smash. Pretty sure we can just do this. This is the best kind of matchup right here. Full auto. Let's go, guys. Slash. Keep going. Oh, I'm stuck. Groot, you're gonna revive. I'm gonna hate you. I already know it. Get him, Odin. This is a lot less clean than the one yesterday, by the way. Groot did not revive. But it's over. No, should be over. Good enough. That's what's supposed to happen. Minus, all your characters dying. It was way better when I didn't full auto. I'm not sure if anything changed. If my targeting was better yesterday than trolling. But it's all good. Because yesterday I only lost 2 characters, I think. And Groot didn't revive. Also, Groot was underpowered, which probably didn't help playing that. We said we're doing F4 Britain there. Let's go do this. We're one-shotting this. Yeah, usually you lose 2. Instead, I lost everybody. So that didn't help. We don't need Quasar. Yep, this is fine. I don't think anybody's taking turns, but this is fine, I guess. Hopefully Mephisto doesn't mess up my Fred coming back to life, but we'll see. Yeah, I said that yesterday too. That's why I lost yesterday. I didn't whale hunt hard enough. I'll show you why. Actually, I screwed up, but we'll blame it on whaling harder. uh, it clearly was because I didn't get get my characters big enough. Smash. Okay. Die. No one died. Team. That ain't good. Why was it so little damage? Underpowered Phoenix didn't even go to half. What the heck? With offensed up Damon? She's only got 13 million health. The frick? I thought there was no way she didn't die. Oh, now she dies. Accidentally. Great. Am I keeping this? I can't keep this. Well, we're throwing anyways. How did I not kill? That's crazy. That's not that much health. I had offensed up Damon. Well, we can... Can we ramp up the damage? I am for science now. We can do that. I said, oh, this person's definitely dead. I didn't realize that I'm not overpowered. I'm about to go put some purple 4 and 5 on my Damon. That's what's about to happen. Because we're certain that character's going to Blue Marvel. He's about to be a purple 5 Raider. Okay. Oh, my APOC died immediately, so that didn't help, right? So APOC dying probably meant I lost damage. Which probably happens either way, my guess. Smash. The barrier? So the freaking Xavier barrier just like saved her life like indefinitely? Okay. Let's go find out what purple 5 does. Oh. Let's go whale harder, Commander. We'll find out. I don't know. I don't think it does. No, it ignores defense up. At least it says it's supposed to. Alright, so we need to find some crystals. Looks like they're controller crystals. Do I have any normal crystal orbs? Where are crystals? Here? Does that give me enough? Surely. That looked like 40 of everything. Come on. How many? Oh, it's 51 crystals? That's so many. Not that many. Dude is definitely a raider. Yeah, probably. I haven't even looked at crystals. I'm being completely honest. I haven't been buying them or anything. Like I don't even know where we're at with them. But that's because all my crystals are still sitting in orbs. I have no idea how many I have. I have 1,800 orbs. But that was expensive. That just cost quite a few crystals. They upped the crystals quite a bit compared to like what blue was. Okay. I don't feel like I gained that much damage there, but you know, it is what it is. I'm at 1064 now. The big thing I gained was crit. 170% crit damage. Hopefully that's enough. Also, I'd love it if my APOC lived. Welcome in, Big Positive Geek. Welcome in, Raiders. We are theory crafting and making things fail. uh, I don't know if I'm one-shotting either. I kind of still am trying, though. We're committed. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, we're having fun. We're doing some testing. I don't know if I have any other damage modifiers that I can give him, though. I don't think I do. I think that's all I've got for hero. The only other thing I can do is there a better character than Quasar? Because Quasar's really doing like nothing. We need Null. We don't need APOC, but I think I still want APOC. Satana. She's on defense, so we're screwed there. We already have offense up. That's crazy if that's enough to keep her alive, though. I said there's no way she lives. This was originally the plan on some of this kind of stuff, so. I mean, the other option is I move F4 over here and try to one-shot it that way. I mean, Yo-Yo can probably take a turn, I guess. It's fine. Let's make her a raider. And we'll just see what happens. It's probably okay. Is big time better? Probably not. Big time's probably still on the little bit too slow side. Okay, let's send it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I agree. Hopefully, I don't think APOC's living, but we're gonna try anyways. We got this. You gotta believe. Let's just believe in Purple ISO 5. Build your characters to the moon. It's clearly gonna work. It's clear. It's gonna be just fine. Don't kill my character, please. Die, please. Oh, go. Oh, I didn't pause. we just sit here. We just sit here, guys. Pause works. That works. We got there. That is so much more damage. That is stupid. So did we not crit on the first one, or was Purple ISO 5 just that much more damage? And Yo-Yo got rid of the barrier. I guess if we really were believers in that, by the way, I should have paused as soon as Damon hit ult. No, I had offense up, Cookies, so I had offense up last time too. Xavier's the one that gives offense up. Xavier mind controls your character that takes the turn, and then Damon gives himself mind offense up. Yeah, what Trezzo said. So we had offense up last time. I do kind of want to go rewatch that last replay and see if it crit, because there is a chance. I think there is a small chance it doesn't crit. Right? It's like 10%. It's like super small. Because I mean, and surely it crit. Like we say surely, but yeah, you could. Elza can take care of it, but there's no room for Elza. I mean, if I take Elza, then you have no APOC or whatever. I mean, maybe you do take Elza just because. I don't know. I'm gonna be upset if that's the reason we lost, is because he didn't crit. I really hope it's just because I didn't know that that's not enough damage, and not that it just didn't crit. Like that feels infinitely worse, you know? Like I would rather it be my mistake for playing like a scrub than be because the game decided I have terrible RNG. Oh, oh, and while we're sitting here, let's shout out Big Positive Geek. Um, the Big Positive Geek. There we go. Now we got it. I swear sometimes I can spell usernames. Usually when I raid people, guys, I go copy their username because I don't know how to spell anything. And I always mess it up. Well, I feel a little bit better about the fact that I completely screwed up the Starjammers matchup because we lost to this matchup. Yeah, Daemon gets speed bar for kills. I'm guessing because it's Xavier died. It would be my guess. Now, no, he did not get speed bar, right? Because Daemon would have gone before Null. We killed 4 characters. Daemon should have taken a second turn. He did not get speed bar. Null went first. 27 seconds. Where's the skip button? Skip, we're not unpausing. Yeah, it's Null's turn. And I don't want to find out if Fred's actually permakilled or not because of Mephisto, because he died on that same interaction. We're just not taking a turn for that reason. I don't want to know. We're not testing that part. Because there's a chance Fred just comes back to life here. Oh. Yeah, Daemon does not permakill. Mephisto would stop the revive, but Mephisto's dead. So I assume the Fred comes back to life. I assume. We're going back to that because I want to know what happened. Was building our character what made us win? Did this crit? Mephisto does his stuff. Which one? Oh, this is the kill. Because this is the one where Yo-Yo's in here. She's full barrier right now. Which special took it all away. Damon's offensed up. How much did he do? 24 million? And then it looked like he hit 15 millions there. Okay. Let's go do the next one. So he hit for 24 million there on the first hit. What do you do here? That makes sense, Trezzo. That's what I would assume happens too. I don't want to test it, but what's not fun. But yeah, I have a feeling that's exactly how it functions. Okay, so Mephisto murders Apoc, so already out some damage. Mephisto blasts my face in. Daemon has offense up. Daemon pushes his button. How much damage did he do here? This he had full barrier he had to go through. 11 million? I think I saw 11. That is a lot of damage difference. One more time? One more time, and then we'll keep going. It looked like 11 million, but that might have been some barrier number things going on too. It might be more than that. Combat cancel. I wish they'd fix that numbers bug, by the way. That one's kind of obnoxious. So I'm guessing there's some interactions that go on here because they didn't get one shot. Then Xavier gave them barrier and some shenanigans go on there. Like I think because we just didn't exceed their health bar, bad things happen. I see 11 with like a huge barrier, like a 3 million barrier. Okay, just build your characters. Then you don't lose because of stupid things. Oh, yeah. So it's like 19 versus 24. So it's just literally a numbers check. Yeah, that's kind of what I saw too. Cookies. That's plus 50%. All right, we said. Yeah, ISO 5's kind of good. Build your characters. uh, oh, we also had Diamond Dave come in here, so let's do that. We'll give him a shout out too. We are gonna said we were gonna do Insidious here. We think that that's plenty. I don't think so, Trezzo. Um, because of who you're purple ISOing 5, right? Fantastic Four. Maybe down the road it might be, but your purple ISO 4 is going on Brimstone, it's going on Fantastic Four, and it's going on Insidious. Those aren't. I mean, Fantastic Four kinda is, but it really isn't. I mean, not how many people put Fantastic Four into a cursed on a daily. I don't see it very often. So I don't think it's the coffin yet. And I actually think if you have the extra purple four, a curse just gets stronger because it's another 10% that you have to go through. I actually think it's kind of a temporary boon for a cursed, and then it's a nail, right? As we get more, but I think we're gonna get more slowly because they want to keep that coffin nice and tight while Blue Marvel comes out. Yeah, exactly. Which I mean, that's probably about the natural lifetime of a character, anyways. When you start thinking about it, like I don't think it's gonna kill a curse by any means. Okay, so we're doing full Insidious. There is revives. We do get speed up, which is great. Oh, not Night Stalkers, Insidious. Can we please just give Shocker and Vulture Insidious tags so I don't have to find them? Green Goblin's better, right? Rewinds shouldn't push anybody. Helps us control a little better. Green Goblin might not be better, by the way. There is some thought to taking Shocker instead. Shocker does a lot of damage. I have to kill people twice. Offense up's kind of nice. Vulture's a non-negotiable. We're taking him no matter what. Oh, nice. I don't think it does anything for me, but I'll take it. Do I want to put some gear on Insidious? I mean, we know they're coming. Should I at least give them purple 4? We can go give them purple 4. I think we're building character plan. Let's build some characters. What's the first nodes that we have to do? That's a question I should be asking. I think I'm getting them all in time anyways, but I'd rather just not be stupid. Conquer, then Cosmic. Okay. And then cities after that, right? Conquer, 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 Cosmic, Cosmic, City. Okay. And where's the first purple 5? Cosmic. Okay, that makes sense. You're viewing your Sinister 6 roster. Since when is Odin and Songbird Sinister 6? I broke it, guys. Oh, I guess that's the question of the day. Is anything here change? Hobgoblin's definitely a raider. More controller. I might have crystal problems. I might be starting to buy crystals. I didn't even realize that. Spider-Man's a striker. I'm not changing my mind on that. Is Spider-Man a raider? Or Spider-Man a healer? What do the other ones do? Just more damage? It's crit damage crit. What's healer do? Damage and armor? Armor means crap to the Insidious team. They don't take hits well anyways. It's not a healer. Spider-Man's striker hit was garbage if I remember right. It's definitely garbage. This guy should be a raider. Why do I have him a striker? He also like oh I know why I have him striker because with Green Goblin he goes second. That's why I have him as a striker. And that's where we mostly use this team. Okay. Guess we can make him raider. No. Oh, Vulture, we know what he's going to be, so let's just level him. Fantastic Four MCU. I think we're pretty safe to say that these guys can go to 5. More freaking controller that I don't have. Raider, Franklin, Striker, Invisible Woman. Just like I normally use them. I mean, there is some reason to switch them around, but that's kind of the most common use that I usually have them. Our crystals are vanishing. Cheeto, what do you got going on? Hey, Zastin, you think you can get through Hive, Gore, Null in room 4? Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Full Vigilante, Hive, Gore, Null in room 4. Full Vigilante or two Vigilante 3 plus Shuri and Hank, or Superior 6 Insidious Hitmonkey. I'm running low on options on my last room, and I need the one shot as I dropped one room 6 already. Hive, Gore, Null is gonna have speed stat. You're not dealing with anything too crazy there. Vigilante, as long as they're like overbuilt, should be fine. They will take some damage. If they are underbuilt, you are going to struggle because they do. Hive Gore Null is still going to have some like stuff that happens, and Void Knight kind of counters them anyways. It takes all their debuffs and makes them negative. Null can still hit very hard and kill you, but if you're properly built, Vigilante should be fine. Superior 6 also is probably fine because of there's no like they're going to get speed bar. Yeah, Vigi's probably fine. They shouldn't have an issue there. They're gonna get Void Knight flipped, which is fine. It's gonna go on everybody but what's his name? It's gonna be targeted on Captain Mustard. And then I believe you're gonna stop all the speed stat, which means that you go next. As long as Void Knight like doesn't push a member, you're fine. We're on Invisible Woman. I like Striker Invisible Woman. I know the Raider makes her hit harder overall, but she has full crit, so you kind of lose that benefit. You just gain crit damage. I still like Striker because it's still straight damage. I know there's an argument there as far as like what you like better. I also like that she just kind of helps protect characters if you want her to take the hit, which that's the other part I like about it, which just makes the arena team better. Captain or Mr. Bendable. Yeah, no problem. Anytime. Mr. Bendable, he's going. There's no way this character doesn't go. Oh, we're kind of out at this point though. All right, he can go to 4. And Strange could go to 4 because Strange is going to Cosmic and he's going to go to Conquer probably or something along that line. Who else can we level that needs levels? That's probably good for now. Has anyone else started putting stuff on? He's still at threes. Threes. None of the other characters should be at full Insidious. Not Swarm. Scorpion, Green Goblin, Hobgoblin, Shocker, Vulture. No. Spider-Man. I think we're just gonna send this. Seems reasonable enough. Let's go. I knew this was a lot of stats, and I guess now that we're feeling a lot more comfortable about the nodes, it's just time to equip stuff. Quit hoarding. Level your characters. We're gonna get some rewinds, which could be bad, but we should also get some rewinds. I'm scared about pushing Doom on my first ability. So let's not do that. We'll get off the taunt this way. Hopefully not push Doom. Oh, or we'll just kill Doom. That's not great, but he looks like he's not full speed bar. Oh, we might have just screwed ourselves. See if I can get the Doom. Okay, Doom's dead. Alright, we got through the hard part. I don't know how Doom died, but we'll take it. I guess probably Spider-Man bombs. We got slow out there. Let's just hit people. Oh, also we perma-killed the Greg, so we don't have that problem. Let's go ahead and hit Odin with some more stuff. And let's go ahead and rewind everybody so that we don't have to deal with Juggernaut putting slow on us. I think that's unavoidable, so we don't want that to happen. This will be Odin kill number 1. Oh, just kidding. Odin got perma-killed. I guess there's a perma-kill on Vulture's basic that I forgot about. And this should be the end of it. A Cursed Mephisto in room 5. Would Brimstone Null work? No. I don't think so. Brimstone has 2 characters that go super fast, right? I don't believe... I need to look and see. Does Hellcat control anything in that matchup? I don't think she does, right? Where's Hellcat? Hellcat can alt turn 1. They can be stunned, I believe. So you'll stun Jug, right? Well, you're taking Brim Null, right? You're taking 4-piece, I assume, when you say that. Or do you mean you're just taking Daemon? You're taking 4-piece. But she doesn't do any of this adjacent stuff. No, I don't think that works at all. There's no way Daemon gets it done unless Daemon's just overpowered one-shotting them. I don't think that works. I think if you're trying to do that, you have the right piece. You need Null, and then you need to take characters that are faster than them and do damage. Because you need to be able to kill an accursed member and probably 2 people before they take turns. Depending on which accursed members are with them, like if they have Azazel, then you now have to deal with speed bar or go really fast. Daemon's fine. You can take Daemon. He can do damage. He's still a really good damage character, but you need other characters to go with him. Because you're not going to kill a curse with just Daemon. Daemon's going to probably do 6 to 10 million, somewhere in there would be my guess, depending on how big yours is. Usually like things like that, it's like Null. For me, it's going to be something like Null plus Britain if it's got Azazel. If it doesn't have Azazel, Britain's cut. Songbird, or Invisible Woman, either one of those, and then like Blade and either Oath or Lady Deathstrike, something like that. Quasar. Yeah, what Lord Richter said, that would work too. You need something with enough damage. So we are on to a Blastar team here and F4 or F4 Britain. So for a Blastar team, we do not have a speed stat stop, so we're probably on speed bar or speed up, our speed up plan, which probably means we're doing Blastar Patriot because we're going to learn from our last time. We don't need to bring that many speed up characters. So let's be better. Let's do Blastar Iron Patriot. Let's do 2 speed up characters, Old Man Logan. So we can take this guy. And our next best speed up character that's available, I think, is if we don't take Hank and Shuri, it ends up being either Nightcrawler or Pav. I think Pav's better. Pav also puts more debuffs out for us to deal with. Or is this full night? This might be no. Yeah, they're full, so we don't get the benefits of Iron Patriot. We just get the 50%. That's fine. And then Old Man Logan. The big thing here is we may not be able to get our striker hit, possibly. So we really got to put some damage into Gladiator, because we might be able to get our striker hit that way. Correct. I would, if you have a small daemon, that may not work. You probably need to go back to like the old accursed counters, like Blade and Oath and Lady Deathstrike, Songbird, things like that. This should be fine, but to be on the safe side, do I have a character that can protect me from darkness? Because none of these characters probably have enough damage. This guy's like probably way above everybody. Oh, this guy does. That'll protect me from the initial darkness. I may still end up with the mass darkness, but there may not be anything I can do about that. Let's send it. It's good enough. Basic. We want to start working our way off. Basic again. We can't get any debuffs on people, so we just want to get him low so that we actually can, so we can stack. We didn't get a chance to stack because we didn't get him low enough. It's fine. We're still going to basic. I'd like my Iron Patriot to not be murdered, but it looks like that was not working in my favor. We're at 5, and we're going to blast off. Good riddance. And I'm pretty certain Old Man Logan didn't even take a turn, so it also means there's a slot open there. Yeah. We're still figuring out Blastar. So Blastar, we could have technically only done. We only needed the 2 Spider-Man and Blastar and Iron Patriot. We didn't need Old Man Logan there to 5 stack. We didn't even have a assist or a not an assist, but the vulnerable, which means there's another slot open there. That's super interesting. So you could technically put what would help there? Do you put something like who's the guy that assists all the time? Um, Peter B. Are we back to running freaking Spider Society? That's interesting. He also heals your friends, gains assist chance. I think you could. That's crazy. Oh, you know who else gives crazy damage that could help as you're like trying to do stuff like that? It's Noir. Doesn't he give damage in Crucible? Oh, it's Spider Verse, and he also gains from positive effects. Kind of an interesting thought too. Um, if scroll is there, it doesn't change much. I beat that scroll version too with something very similar because you don't have very many buffs, right? We have two speed ups available. Like scroll doesn't go crazy. Oh, we got our stuff done. I should probably collect that. So we have another purple 5 character. I wonder how long that's been unavailable, and I haven't collected it. So where did that go? Not raids. Yeah, we've been slowly refining what Blastar does. So this was, I think there was only 2 buffs, right? Or no, 4. I think it's 4 total, which is still less than speed up with a team like this. You just have to be careful about your on spawn buffs. You don't have to actually play into it. So like here, big time might be not a good character. You might be better off with a speed up character that has less buffs, and so that you're not over speeding up the super scroll. But same idea. And then since you're mostly basicing, you're not really putting debuffs out. Same concept. And Old Man Logan's actually pretty fine because Old Man Logan doesn't have any on spawn buffs, but he goes fast still. We said we're going to do F4 in Britain. Do we have a better character to deal with the Black Knight? I don't have anything crazy, I don't think. Old Man Logan would have been kind of nice to deal with the Black Knight, but we used him. Maybe we take Kang. Shuri's 133, I believe, with speed up. He's 45%. Oh yeah, I have Quasar. True. Since we didn't sacrifice Quasar. Voice is giving me problems today. My allergies are going crazy. um, this should be fine. Let's see how much damage we can do. Now we got some purple 5 characters. Does Invisible Woman just delete the field? So has anyone picked out their like extra cosmic characters they're going to take in the Blue Marvel? I haven't really decided that. Only thing I know is I'm taking Strange. I've still got a 5th slot that I just don't know who it's going to be yet. Alt, go. You committed to Null as the 5th. I think Null is a super good choice. And he's probably the one I'm leaning most to right now. Alt. I feel like this doing substantially more damage than it did yesterday. Going against like a team like this because of the 2 purple 5 guys. Degen. I don't even think Quasar feels good because Quasar also is not really providing anything on that end node because they're countering exposed. But I might be wrong. But Quasar, like as a whole, feels like a great character to put purple 5 on. But I always tend to lean towards defense characters more than offense characters, and Quasar's an offense character. Blastar here, no Null or Quasar because I am new and have to build them. Okay, fair enough. Um, I would suggest maybe not doing Blastar though. The reason I'm going to tell you not to do Blastar Valentine is he doesn't have any Crucible rules active anywhere, and we've kind of seen how Blastar plays without Crucible rules. He's not super great. You're taking Franklin, Invisible Woman, Blastar, Quasar, all almost at 5, and Daemon and Insidious are 6, are at 4. Okay, cool. But I do like the overlap plan, and I also think that whoever you take as your 5th doesn't really matter that much. It feels like this, as long as you take the Fantastic 3, you're probably fine. Time Splitter. Currently thinking F4 Blast or Quasar, but what? Waiting for Krakens to run through. Okay, so Time Splitter. The reason I'm thinking Strange, it's not that I think he's super good on the Cosmic nodes. I think that Strange is useful when we get to using Brimstone on the last node. That's the reason I'm taking Strange, because we can use the full teams on the last node, and I think that having full Brimstone is going to be pretty good. So that's kind of the reason I'm. And Strange also overlaps into the Conqueror nodes if you want to just fill in a slot. Um, yeah, I don't think Blaster is going to feel good. I think Blaster is just filling the role of filling multiple nodes. But there's other people that do that same role, and that's kind of my thought too. Cookies. I don't think Blaster is good because he's not his rules are not active. So this is going to be Immortal. We're just going to turn off Apocalypse and make things dead. We don't have Cable available, so we're just using these guys. Yeah, if you want to double dip, your Cosmic team is also your Conqueror team, and there's some good reason to do that. So I fully understand that concept and why people want to do that. And I don't think it's going to hurt them in the grand scheme because you're still those nodes don't look that difficult. It doesn't look like it like gets kind of prescriptive until the end. This is fine. The best recommendations we'll make is are the characters you are using viable in all 3 or 4 modes: Arena, CC, War, and Raid. So if you struggle in Blue Marvel, no struggle in the other modes. Correct. Yeah, if they work in all game modes, then they're probably pretty good characters to take. There are a few, like, as long as you're taking the prescribed characters, I think you're fine. It's looking like that's kind of how it's going to work out. Spread our stuns, so these guys are stunned too. We need to go deal with the Omega Sentinel before she does bad things, but we have immunity, so we should be fine. Purple 3 ions, 34,200,000. Purple 4 is 39,585,000. And purple 5 is 39 million. That's a lot of ions. Yes, it is. It's a lot of ions, and we only have 2 months to collect it right now. So it's going to be interesting to see how available they make purple 5. We don't know that yet. I mean, you just saw me equip stuff. I had less than 10 million, and it got me 3 characters. I probably have some more in the mailbox. Okay, so well, we lost 2 rounds we shouldn't have lost. One we probably deserved to lose. I don't know if this guy's going to drop as many as that many. We'll see. He did drop 2 rounds last round. He actually dropped more than that. He's been online, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully, I've got enough on defense to give him trouble, but he's got quite a bit on offense. So, guaranteed lock-ins that I've already done, Damon's 5, Invisible Woman, and Franklin are locked in. I think I know more than that, though. For me, I'm locking in the full Brimstone team. I think you're taking all 5. And I think you're taking a full Insidious 6. Those are probably the first 10 characters I've locked in that I'm certain I'm taking. Cosmic's kind of the area I'm not sure about. Yes, I think I still want to take Elza. Because I don't want to deal with that Black Knight node and get cleaved every time you go in an attack. And I think that Hellcat stops that. And turning Hellcat off is going to make that node feel really bad. And I don't think having a zombie Scarlet Witch fixes that problem. Is kind of where I'm at with it. We'll go look at it real quick once we load back in. But I think having Hellcat's kit online because you brought 4 feels a lot better than bringing Zombie Scarlet Witch. I'm kind of leaning towards bringing Havoc to Cosmic. Is kind of the character I'm considering because The Conqueror tag we don't have to worry about. You can shove 5 bozos in there with Fantastic Four, and or you shove your extra 2 bozos and you're fine. The Cosmic Node, as long as you bring the Fantastic Four, I think you're gonna be fine. So I'm kind of leaning towards Havoc because I still think he's a really good character. He's a lot less good now that they're not getting stuff every turn, but no, actually it's Null. I think it's Null is who we're taking. Thinking back on it. Um, so this node, nothing's locked, and these characters don't look hard. You have a super scroll to deal with. So Brimstone's gonna do really good into this. I think Fantastic Four is gonna be fine into this. I even think Insidious might not be good into this, possibly. I think you're gonna be fine. We got some Fantastic Four members, which means Brimstone, or sorry, Fantastic Force probably does this. They have not Valentine. I hope they say it soon, but I know people are asking about it. We have an Xavier to deal with here, but there's some small characters in here too. I bet this is Brimstone. Or just bang your head into it. Here's our first Cosmic node, and it's like Insidious 6 with some Britons and things in here. Like, as long as you bring Fantastic Four, you're going to be fine. I don't see anything that looks difficult in here. They're all pretty slow. Fantastic Four is just going to delete people. This node's a little difficult. This screams Fantastic Four, though, because they're going to turn this guy off. And it's Arena rules active, so Gladiator's a little bit better, but Fantastic Four dunks on Annihilators, so it should be fine. Also, if you bring Null, this guy's gonna not function right even if he does get a turn. So that's great. No Empower. This is raid rules, which means Insidious is just gonna go to town. Old Man Logan's. I'm not worried about any of this. The only one that concerns me is this node. Oh, we can go look. Let's go see what they have on in Black Knight. I have this still open. Let's go over here. Let's close this for a second. And we want to go not mission 10, but mission 9. I think it's 9. Or there's a 800 Black Knights. So they're giving him full stats. No ultimate. No ultimate. Reduced damage. Do they all have reduced damage? They do. Interesting. Reduced speed. But they have full ability, so they should be cleaving us. Are there any nodes or Ekrons requiring certain tags? So they don't require certain tags. They just have the Conqueror, the Cosmic, the non-mythic Cosmic, the non-mythic Global, and the non-mythic City. But they do have specific tags active kill shot that we have to like be aware of, which it really emphasizes the latest 3 teams. This they have the on spawn speed bar for Insidious. They have the on kill for Insidious. Blue Marvel boss has something. On spawn Brimstone gains energy. On spawn Fantastic Four gets offense up and speed up. On spawn Brimstone gains immunity safeguard, which also is going to protect you from Black Knights. Zombie Kestrel stops charged, right? She might be really good, actually. On spawn, after other characters on spawn effects clear charged on all enemies. She's not going to be that good unless you're going back in. I don't know because it's on spawn. For people that have to go into that node more than once, Kestrel might be really good because it'll basically guarantee you that you get to the next wave. I don't know. I don't know how many times we're gonna have to do it. I don't know if Brimstone can just kind of once they get rolling, kind of just keeps on going. But you're right. Kestrel might be really good. I could see that. Kestrel also stops the safeguard, which means you can do things to Black Knight. But what's his name does already? Brimstone already does a lot of that. I mean, because this is the character that I think is going to absolutely make that node easy, and it's designed to make that node easy. If this character has 3 or more Brimstone allies, the secondary target is a brawler, apply stun to that character. They already stop all the resists, they already cleanse everything with Daemon. She doesn't look bad, kill shot. I don't think she looks amazing, but she doesn't look bad. I just don't know if you need her. Drop Bloodstone, I mean, I don't think you're guaranteed killing it on one attempt with that Lord Richter, but I think it's fine if you want to do that. They have energy on spawn, right? It's not energy per kill. Well, yes, they get energy per kill. It's him. Generate 1 ability energy for 2 Brimstone allies on self when non-full energy is started this turn. Kestrel has a silence effect. It is... I'm kind of leaning towards Kestrel, which makes me feel a little better because I accidentally put purple 5 on her. Oopsie. Enemies with bleed cannot bear themselves or allies and cannot gain charged. So, when Hellcat puts her bleeds out, Kestrel will prevent them from getting additional charge, which is also pretty good. Maybe it's bring 4 Brimstone Kestrel. It might be bring 4 Brimstone Kestrel. She also heals herself. She's pings on bleed. I'm kind of leaning it. I kind of think we found our character. Now that we know that that last node's not impossible, I think we just found our character. We will have the not that's going to be relevant in that mode. I don't think we're going to have the probably the we'll have 2 teams probably before that Blue Marvel event ends. We're going to have this Iron Fist team, and then we'll have 1 more team. We don't know what the last team is. Blue Marvel for the guys that want to push immediately will be doing it tomorrow or doing it Monday. So they will not have a new team. So it just depends on when you are doing it. I kind of think this is the best character we've found for global. She makes a lot of sense for the nodes, especially if you want to race. If you want to race, this character looks great. This character looks absolutely great. She stops a lot of things Black Knight does. She also complements Hellcat. And if you're making Hellcat function, I think it's Brimstone plus Kestrel. It's these 4. I think you're still taking Elza. I'm sorry. You're not going to like hearing it, but I think you have to have her so that you can make this function. You make this function, it plays into the fact that Kestrel does Kestrel things, and you go to town. I think it's better than Zombie Witch. Because there's no speed bar that you have to deal with. You're already stopping speed bar and speed stat. Zombie Witch does not do anything to help the situation. Yeah, I think this is a lock. I'm feeling great about it. I'm feeling great that I accidentally gave her purple 5 now. Correct. You need 4 piece, and you have to take Elza. She is the global. No one wants to take Elza, but I think you have to. I think you're taking Heartless to Cosmic, and I think you're taking Elza to Global, and then you're playing 5 piece on the final node. Is kind of what I'm thinking. And then you're taking only 3 piece Fantastic Four. I think they're taking Null with Fantastic Four, and then I think you're taking full Insidious. I think that's my locked in list right now. I mean, she hits hard. She does offense up. She's not a bad character in her mode. She's gonna get extra speed stat. She gets speed. They get speed bar for on kill, I think. So she's gonna be useful in there. She's just not a great character outside of the mode. I think that's really what it boils down to. So anytime you re-enter, you're gonna have energy on Brimstone, so they're gonna get the least clear one more wave. They're gonna have immunity safeguard, and on kill they gain speed bar. If you get to push Hellcat's ability, you're then preventing charge with Kestrel, and Kestrel's doing Kestrel things. On top of that, Kestrel also strips the charge from Black Knights. I think that's automatically how like that makes this node easy. It's just you have to enter a few times. Impossibly. It's just put your cores into it and you win. This node, I think it looks infinitely easier. Like there's nothing in here that looks particularly hard. There's some Liberty members, but we know that Brimstone kind of eats Liberty for breakfast. And then this last node, no rules are active. Brimstone still gets, they still have their rules though, which is still pretty good. I think all of these teams are going to play a role in them. It's just a matter of which one you use first. Yeah, it's 100%. Let's make our new epic character feel great in the mode. It makes total sense. I think Kestrel's a lock. I don't think anyone realized how much of a lock Kestrel is because of that one node. And now that we're not thinking that Blue Marvel's impossible, I think you're fine. And maybe we'll just do this. Let's just heart everybody that we're playing do so when we talk about this next time it's easier to find everybody. And Kestrel's in that list. Who else is in here that doesn't belong? That looks fine. So there's our global, there's our cosmic. She's in the list. He's in the list. And then I think you take Mr. Bendable here. And then I think it's Null. I think Null makes sense. Null's a great character. And then we take Vulture, Shocker, because Shocker gives energies. It's gonna and when you re-enter, you're gonna get energy, which is gonna keep your run running. It's gonna feel better, even if Shocker doesn't feel like the best character. I don't know where my Shocker is, so let's just do Sinister Six. Oh, okay. Ads. I'm sorry. Hobo Goblin, Scorpion, and Spider-Man. Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is locked. These are our 15 characters right here. I guess the question then becomes, and we can do this. Let's go manage. I don't even know what's in here, so we're just gonna hit delete. No Blastar or Quasar. I don't think you need either one of them. Quasar can only play in Cosmic, and he has none of the rules active for him. And Blastar has no rules active for anyone. We have plenty of Conquerors to do the Conqueror nodes. I think it's perfectly fine. I think this is our Cosmic. taking Null, and we're taking Doctor Strange or Strange. Let's do another one. This is going to be global. So this will be Brim minus you. You can't play. And we grab Kestrel. And our last one is City. I think these are the characters. I really do. The only question I guess you could have is, do you think the city nodes are easy enough that you don't need Shocker? That's really the question of the day. In raids with 2 Insidious 6 allies, he generates 5 ability energy for Self, Vulture, and Insidious 6. You have, what, 2 nodes you have to do? Potentially more if you have to use this team on the last node. That's kind of the big one. If you, it's long, you want energy, right? And he gives energy on throughout it, so my guy hasn't attacked. Which I kind of agree with. That's kind of what I was thinking too, Berserker. And also welcome in. City, we have nulls, we have, and we can go see how long those nodes are. Let me pull those nodes open. And we can look. So, city, mythic, non-mythic city. 2 waves, that's not that bad. So I don't think you need anything crazy there. That one looks like it's going to be pretty easy. This one, 3 waves. So not a ton of city waves. You might be able to get away with not running Shocker. It's not going to be pretty, but I think you might be able to do it. Yeah, it's on the online now. So Null, Spider-Man gives some energy. I feel like Shocker's just going to feel better though. If you didn't take Shocker, who would you take? I guess is the question of the day. I don't think you can take a non-Sinister Six member. As much as, even if you wanted to take like Blade or something, like, I think it's just not an option. So let's just say it's Sinister Six, right? Because Sinister Six would, you can't turn off all of those effects by taking a non-Sinister Six member. They require 2 and 2. These 3 are for sure locked. Vulture's for sure locked because he's just the best Sinister Six member. Um, you could take Green Goblin Classic, but he's not active in the modes. He's still really good. Um, I just don't think he's better than Shocker for this though. And Shocker, I mean, just does so much. He's generating ability energy. He's getting speed bar. He's calling assists. He's getting offense up. He's going to give a ton of ability energy if they have to go back in. Versus Green Goblin, who's going to get 1 round of effects and he's kind of screwed. I don't even think it's a question. I think Shocker's the auto lock. Unless you're just willing to like struggle bust through it with Green Goblin because you want him purple 5. Yeah, 100% correct, Kevin. And I do think you could probably struggle bust through these nodes. Like, this is probably the worst one with all the nulls. Lots of taunts, lots of nulls. I feel like you're going to want the extra offense up, though. That's a lot of tanks to have to go through while you have darkness on that node. This node, are these big Black Knights? They're full-size Black Knights. More tanks. We're going to want to make sure that we can kill this guy. They did nerf his special, it looks like. I6 specifically, I believe it just says I6 plus 2. It doesn't call out Shocker and Vulture. It does call out here for like the immunity, which that's pretty nice. But you also give immunity for Sinister 6. So it's just 2 turns versus 1. Big thing here is you're getting speed bar, which is kind of really nice. I don't think the speed bar is super important though. I mean, when you look at these, oh, you're not even seeing my screen. So big thing is speed bar. But when you look at these nodes, they're not very fast outside of null. And that speed bar might be enough to make null get ahead of null, which might be a big deal. That's probably the big one I see. Is getting your characters ahead of null, which makes me think that 10% speed bar is pretty big. So Shocker and Vulture also have the I6 tags because most of the I6 don't have call out saying that they have to have Shocker and Vulture, except for Vulture's passive. They all say I6 plus 2 Sinister 6. So technically you can take the old stat Sinister 6 if you want to. Yeah, you could bring Green Goblin Classic. Probably not over Scorp, because Scorp specifically calls out I6, and Shocker and Vulture aren't getting the I6 tag. They're just getting Sinister 6 tag, right? Right, Kevin? I don't think you can cut I don't think you can cut Scorpion. I think the 3 that you can't cut are these 3. What you can cut is the Sinister 6. Oh, does it? Okay. Non-mythic city. Okay, they do get the Insidious tag. So you technically could cut if you wanted to. Would you cut? I guess is the question. Would you cut? Nothing here has on spawn. You're not stuck behind a taunt. There, if they get a turn, they do get quite a bit of buffs up. Next node, nothing crazy buff wise. Scorpion might be cuttable if you want to. Nothing screams to me that you need Scorpion. But Scorpion and sustained play is not bad. They only did it for a week kill shot, so it probably was Friday. Would be my guess. I guess you'll be stuck on taunts here on the secondary node, but it is the secondary node. I don't think Scorpion's bad, but I don't think Scorpion's like amazing either. I think there's room to play if you want to bring different Sinister 6. But I also think the best version of Sinister 6 for the nodes is Insidious 6. So it's up to you if you want to nerf your Insidious 6 to bring other people. Me personally, I think I'd rather take full Insidious 6 than take Green Goblin Classic to Purple 5. And here's the reason I'm kind of leaning that way. They get more benefit out of new stats than this guy does. This guy is not a damage dealer anymore. He's a controller. Why we bring Green Goblin Classic is to rewind them, right? It's not so much because he pings for a bajillion damage. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The main reason we bring Green Goblin Classic these days to stuff is because of this. Because he does the rewind effects, he flips all these buffs, he helps make Hobgoblin do lots of damage. So to me, it seems way more reasonable to take Purple 5 on this guy because of the stats. Yeah, and they do. I mean, Insidious gets used like every day. Like it's a really good team. Yeah, Insidious beats hero teams like crazy. If you put too many heroes on a team, Vulture goes super fast, and then he makes Insidious like go super speed. Oh, I'm definitely using Green Goblin Classic over Shocker, but I use Shocker in War. I mean, he gets uses. He's just not crazy. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just hold off on these two. I mean, we probably will have the answer before then. At least I will. I mean, I won't probably push for a while. I'm so far off. Like we just got our stuff, and what do we have? I got another 7 million to spend, so I got three more characters. I can do three more characters out of this. Who's the next three if we take characters? Who's the most useful of these next three characters? And then we have to talk about ISOs. Um, we need more cosmic characters, right? Because cosmic's our next section. We also need conquerors. Because right now we have one conqueror. These are all conquerors, right? I probably will spend 50 cores. The 50s, whatever that is. So I'll spend the 250 if I have to refresh. I won't try if we can do it in one attempt, I will try for that. But if it doesn't feel possible, I'll spend 50s and just keep going at it day by day. It just depends on how close to the timeline I am. Because like I don't care about getting him day one. I care about getting him 7 red. That's my goal. So to me, I'm very happy getting him in December. I'll have to deal with the fact that other people have Blue Marvel and I don't, but it is what it is. I don't have $800 to go drop on it day one. We're just not doing that. So it is what it is. Next top three characters, I'm kind of leaning towards Kestrel. I'm kind of leaning towards Kestrel, Null. Um, I need to have at least enough cosmics to go into the first section. So I guess this guy needs to probably go up. Like we're certain he's going. And Fortifier's fine. So let's just do that. We can spend this currency. Get the benefit from him. Which gives him max barrier and damage. Seems fine. Make this guy even tankier. That's a lot of damage. Wait a second. This guy has more damage than Daemon? That's crazy. Yeah, 7 red's like what I chase for. And I will probably spend the money to get whatever that is. That's the goal. I'm not trying to like overspend and get him super early or anything like that. That's always been my objective. I did it with Odin and I did it with Xavier, and we'll probably do it with this guy. It's finding the balance. Like I've never said I want to be playing in the top 100. That's where we ended up. I think I'm above where I should be. Um, do we just do Strange next because he's cosmic? This gives us 4 conquerors, right? Because everyone's conqueror, so that'll give us at least the first section. So I guess we just do him. We'll just keep rolling. We need some blaster. I'm a little nervous about my orbs because we're noticing we're spending them like crazy. Let's just do 40. So we'll see how that turns out. Which this feels bad because this guy's basically just a stat stick. I mean, we don't even use this character's abilities for the most part. So I guess our problem right now. Oh no, we picked up a conqueror here too. Okay, so we have enough conquerors. So we have 5 Conquerors to be able to do the Conqueror nodes. Even if they're not the best 5, we have Fantastic Four and we have 2 Brimstone. So if we now go Conquer, as because it's the next section, we're not going to feel bad. So we're going to be able to do 2 sections immediately. So let's do that. Freaking controller. I didn't get enough? Dang. I need 3. And the only thing we really didn't talk about that could potentially change people's minds on what they take is the amount of crystals you need. Like, I know right now we've already taken quite a few controllers just by this, because Daemon's a controller, um, Franklin's a controller, Null's a controller, Kestrel's a controller. That could play a role into some people's choices. I don't think it plays a role into mine just because I've got a pile of unopened crystals, but not everybody does. I could totally see that playing a role. Also, I'm kind of being careful about oh, we don't have enough, do we? We're short. We're short 1 crystal, which is the one that's on Kestrel. That's annoying. That's so annoying. Can I move my crystal, please, Scopely? I need my 1 crystal. I have 1 crystal that's stuck on her that I'm not ready to equip yet. But the good news is it's not wasted. So I am short 1 for Cosmic right now. But more stats for Null. Null, do we consider him a striker or do we consider him a raider? Striker's probably slightly better for the mode. Hey, welcome in, J-Ro. Welcome in, Raiders. We are just talking about Blue Marvel and who we're taking in. So, welcome, welcome. Right now, the hearted characters you see are my planned Blue Marvel characters. I think we're locked on them. I've started equipping Purple 5s. And I would have a 6th character, but I currently can't equip it. Do we just purple for all these characters? I kind of think we do. Yeah, I like that. Have a good one, J-Ro. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you bringing everybody over. Yeah, I think we purple for all these characters. Let's just get our crystals out there. I have Elza as a striker. She's super slow in her on her team. I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm locking in Elza, guys. I believe in her. I'm taking Elza. Okay, she's locked in. She's now purple 4. I'm taking Shocker too. What is he? He's a blaster. I need blaster stuff. Let's try 50. I don't know how many more blasters we have. Yeah, I think she is. I'm a firm believer that she's required, and because of that, I'm taking her. Also, if we get everybody equipped with purple 4, it'll give us a better idea where we're at so that if we can start equipping purple 5 or purple 4 on other places. Oh, you're good. Purple 4. What do you guys like Spider-Man as? I like him Striker because he plays with Green Goblin a lot, and um, Green Goblin goes first usually, so that's why I usually have him as Striker. I can get behind Raider. I think Healer's stupid. Killshot like Striker. Anyone else got an opinion, or is it Striker what we're doing? I also like Striker. Yeah, that's kind of my opinion too. Okay, striker it is. I at least wanted to have the conversation about it because I agree. And Insidious doesn't need healers. If Insidious is taking damage, they lose. Zombie Kestrel. Ooh. She goes first on her team. She does more damage with Striker because of bleeds and pings. What do you like Zombie Kestrel as? I think I like her as Raider because of her team. Raid rules are active for I6 in this thing, yes. For their specific nodes. So I think it's 5 and 6 is city. Those are raid nodes, and then node 10 is not. But I6 can play on node 10 also. I am taking the 4-piece Brimstone. I'm taking Elza Bloodstone, Hellcat, Daemon, and Mummy plus Kestrel. You made your striker, but she does go first on her team. But I really think she's. I also think we're splitting up on dying too. I was kind of testing that and I didn't finish it. That was kind of where I was leaning. I can get behind her being striker. I also like Zombie Jug as a raider, and he goes later in the matchup, so it's not like there's striker hits that she's really enabling anyways. So I'm fully down with making her a striker. So let's do that. Locked in. This guy, there's no conversation. He's slow as dirt. He does more out of turn damage being a striker, um, and he's way last on his team. And he has an okay striker attack. This girl is striker every day, all day. Daemon goes first. Daemon enables her to do stuff. Looks like we need some brawlers. She also, when she striker crits, she ends up getting ability blocks out there too, which also enables her kit. She is just striker all day long. The only time she might not be a striker is if you cut Elza and you absolutely have to have the ability block, but even then I don't think you do it. Mummy, fortifier or striker? I think it's striker. Because I think when you have a big mummy, striker's just better. And I'm not quite there, but we want to pretend we are. I do think fortifier's good, but I think striker is just better. Though, after seeing Mr. Fantastic, I think fortifier is better than we're giving it credit for. Because Mr. Fantastic picked up a ton of damage from fortifier at 1.118. Makes me kind of want to do fortifier on mummy. ISO 5 fort gives 35% damage, 10% max barrier. And there's still the drain effect going on. Were the Battle World ISO orbs the same as the ones in the ISO store? Yes, they were, Great Berserker. I believe they converted over if you didn't open them, I think. Striker 5 is 35% damage? 30% damage. The big thing you're getting is you have the striker attack mechanic. But that guy is slow as dirt. Maybe Fortifier's just better with purple 5. What do you guys think? So overall, the crystal already has 45% damage, 55% life. Fort has 55, 75, but it's not maxed. 55, so this would gain an extra 30. So this would be 75. So this would be 75, 55. So you're trading 20% damage for 20% health. I think 20% health is just better. Also, you have the drain mechanics going on and the barrier on spawn. I think I like Fortifier. I think Mummy is better. I think Fortifier is just that much better now that Mummy becomes Fortifier. Mummy does have a good striker hit because Mummy also does all that stuff on retaliates too, but and that's why he was striker. But I think we just make him Fortifier. You know, having him just do extra damage as Fortifier seems pretty good. I don't know. Extra health is nice. Extra health is also extra healing because it's extra max health if he does counterattack. I think it's Fortifier. Mummy rarely takes a turn. I don't know. Good question. I'm starting to buy him in the shop because we also have this thing ending and I still have currency to spend. We haven't gotten Mummy shards yet. He's going into the Alliance event. I probably won't max him. He'll probably be like high 6, would be my guess. We'll see. High 6 or close is probably where mine will be. I'm leaning towards Fort though. 649. You got your 3 diamond money today. I can honestly say I couldn't care less. He's nothing special. You know what? Fuck it. We're just going to continue with our normal plan. We'll just make him striker. Fuck it. We'll figure it out later. Yeah, I couldn't care less either. Like, Mummy does not change the outcomes of things. Like, you know, if I get him, I get him. It's fine. None of these characters, I feel like I have to have them at max. I'm set up for 6 on Hellcat. I'll have 6 on Kestrel before we're all said and done. So I'll have both them going, and the rest, everybody else is like where they are. No one else is gonna change. Insidious won't. Insidious, I might be able to farm to 7 if we're still doing the event by that point. We'll see. I don't know. I do too, but I mean, look how we're using Mummy right now. He's just literally just sitting there. He is kind of a dick with his reflexive taunt. uh, but yeah, we locked in a lot of characters there. I think we're set. And so, how much do we purple 4 do we need per character now that we've got everybody up? Because this costs purple 4, right? 342. So it costs like 1.5. Or original, I'm bringing Doctor Strange Heartless and Null plus the 3 Fantastic Four members. Everybody you see hearted right now on my screen are characters I'm taking into the Blue Marvel trial, and I've purple 4'd them all or purple 5'd them. It's 39 for 15 tunes, same amount for 4 and 5. No, I'm not bringing Quasar or Blaster. I think you can take them if you want to take them, but I don't think I need them. What right now the Conqueror nodes look super easy, so I think as long as you have Conqueror characters leveled, you can take them in there. I'm taking Fantastic Four first, so Fantastic Four plus my extra Brimstone members are going to be the characters I take into the Conqueror section, and then for the actual Cosmic section, the next section available, I'm taking Null and Heartless. Heartless because I want to use him on node 10, and he's Brimstone. Null because he's a good character. I think we have some options there. If you want that to be Quasar, you can, or Blastar, that's fine. Either one seems more than reasonable. I tend to like Null more because he's a defense character, and while the other two do not have any hope or dream of playing on defense, Quasar kind of a little bit. Um, for the next section, we have City. I'm taking full Insidious 6. I think we've I think there is an argument to drop Shocker for Green Goblin Classic if you prefer to focus on Crucible, but you are going to struggle in the nodes significantly more. But I think it's reasonable. Um, for the global section, I think that is the most prescribed section as far as what we can do. I think you have to take full Brimstone, which is minus Heartless. He can't play. He's Cosmic. So you have to take Elza Bloodstone. And then the next character that we seem to have come across that seems to make the most sense is Zombie Kestrel. And Zombie Kestrel in her kit does a lot of good things on that Black Knight node. She stops charged on spawn, takes it away from them. Um, the Brimstone team automatically kind of already deals with the Black Knight's resistance problems, and then Zombie Kestrel stops Safeguard. So there's a lot of good things. Also, when characters get bleed on them, they can no longer gain charge, which Hellcat smears them in. So between all of those, I think that is like an automatic lock. And then the last node, you can use all of your characters that you took. Yeah, no one wants to bring Elza, and I fully understand why, but I think she's required. Kestrel, even at low spending levels, if you're just coring her, you should still free to play unlock her. I still think she might be the character because of her passive. Her passive is just that good. Because that's really all she's doing. She's not really a kit. We're taking her for this. On spawn, she stops this stuff. And then the other part is this one down here. It's these mechanics here. Turns out that Odin Liberty best Mephisto accursed in CC. Nice. That sounds ugly, but nice. So we'll see what tomorrow brings and what we can collect along the way for some more Purple 5. Feels pretty good overall. Our Heartless is huge, by the way. Let's see if our buddy's logged in. We've kind of been talking about this for a while and hanging out. Also, somebody hit me. Oh, look, my friend. Yeah, we did finish CC. We'll go look at it. You know, no one was paying attention to my CC because I was over there throwing, playing like trash. uh, you were the planner this whole time, just listening. That's awesome. Are we on the? Are you doing anything different than I'm doing, Cookies? Or are we on the same page? You're literally the guinea pig. Perfect. I love having somebody that'll test for me. Oh. Hopefully, with taking Purple 5 on Franklin and Invisible Woman, this guy with his 2-star Doctor or Xavier just stops hitting me. I hope he loses now. So I have to stop doing Arena. It was only for the week. They just said we were going to get 7 days in a row, and I think this was the last day. So I think they stopped doing it. I think they were just trying to be nice. Let's see. Did he log in? 1 hour 36. Not looking favorable. We'll check one more time just to make sure that he didn't attack, but it doesn't look like he did. And then we'll probably go find a place to send you guys off to. Maybe we'll go hang out with Miss Hyde. Looks like she's online doing stuff. Say hi. But I think we're pretty much wrapped up. We kind of made some cool conversation and we got to level some characters. We don't get to do that very often. Got our stuff. I would have liked to have been 7.5 there, but that was a lot of extra money to spend. I didn't want to do it. So we chose not to. So how many cookies, how many characters do you have now at Purple 5? I'm curious. I know you're placed a little bit higher than I do. 7. So that's not bad then. If I'm 6, I feel pretty good about that. You have almost an eighth. Okay. So you have to buy 7 characters on Monday? Interesting. Well, you might just buy all 15. Fair enough. You're gonna make some terrible defenses, I can already tell. Something's about to get ugly. Are you trying to make it so they can't beat a single room? Is that the objective now? You're gonna make them drop every single room? Yeah, that's fair. I'll be curious to see what they do. If they keep similar pricing or if they do something weird. Blue Marvel isn't that crazy of a character. Especially at lower stars. I don't think he's gonna be crazy day one. I really do not. He's gonna get some speed pretty quick. He does do some flip stuff going on, and he ignores defense up. He's gonna hit hard. I don't think defense wise, like the big thing that he does that kind of sticks out is he has the apocalypse effect. Oh, he also has the speed and focus of his character and all allies can only be reduced by negative effects. So he's got that effect. That's probably the big thing he's got going on. And until his character completes a turn, he can't be stunned, so he's gonna get a turn. He can be ability blocked. He degens stuff. Like, I'm pretty certain this character's going to see. He's not gonna break the game. He's gonna feel good. We get a leaderboard every week. That's just what it is now. It's leaderboards force. We're on leaderboard force these days. Yeah, he'll be an efficiency sink. He'll probably make an impact. We'll see if he lives turn one. I still think he dies turn one, but if he does, I think he gets buffed. I'll be curious if like you come up with a counter like Daemon or something to kind of just one shot him. Yeah, who has the deepest pockets is kind of true for sure. Let's find somewhere to go hang out. We can go hang out. Looks like Miss Hyde. We'll go hang out with Miss Hyde. Do do do. All right, guys. I appreciate everybody that's come over here and said hi. And if you guys haven't yet, hit that follow button. It helps me grow the channel. It helps lets you guys know when I go live. I do appreciate everybody that came and hung out and while we chatted about Blue Marvel and watched the stream. It was super fun. Let's go raid Miss Hyde. Say hi to her for me. make her day, and then we'll probably see you guys around in some of the other streams for the Crucibles as they pop up tonight. You guys have a good one.